Time to swing around town again with a bit of tennis. One player is all it's gonna take to prove my worthiness in CPU strength, normal, single match for now. These matches can go fairly long depending on how good you are, basically. But this is like the same thing as badminton. It's the same thing as table. What was the other one? I don't even know. It's essentially the same thing, right? Swing the thing left and right. It's basically it, right? There's not even gonna be any kind of same as volleyball in a way, you know? There we go. I don't necessarily control where oh, okay. I don't control where the players are, so that's automatically done for me. My name is Brian Saviano, BricksOBrian, by the way. There's my powerful serve right there. That's beautiful, all right? So there's a little bit of a lob shot there. And there we go. I try to make something spicy happen. And there we go, just like that. It's basically a more in-depth version of Wii Sports tennis from back in the day. You can basically get something done easy peasy, just like that. I am nailing the serve, basically, on the very top here. That is wonderful to see in its own way. That is out. Cool. So it basically comes down to timing. Oh, and I love the fact that they have the, what's it called? The little squiggle above their heads. That's just like in Wii Sports, so that's pretty cool. So it's going to be interesting to see how different it actually is, but I'm assuming it's not going to be. I may upgrade it a little bit. You know what I'm going to do? No. So I'm going to leave it for now. So the next difficulty, I'm also going to change up the set. So that way it's 3. So strong, best of 3, and basically work my way up that way. So you can do 4 players if you really wanted to, but you got to have 4 people with you. So having 2 sets of Joy-Cons is mandatory, and they each basically take a spot. So yes, it can be as spicy or as not as you want it to be. And I guess they, oh, okay. I guess that first player at the front is not going to do anything. Like, all right, there we go. All those years of playing Wii Sports, I basically, basically figured the whole thing out right there. Beautiful. So there's 30. But like I said, it is on a set of 3. So it's going to take some time to figure it out. There we go. All right. Back over toward that way. You're basically trying to outsmart the computer in every way, shape, and form, just like that. And you want to have a nice balance between the front and the back area. So there we go. I'm going to go over toward this way. And I guess that's going to work out just fine. And then just like that. Beautiful. So, but the front player could have done something. But I guess just not worth considering. I don't know. So you can either use, you know, your left side, right side, whatever you want to do. But basically, it doesn't necessarily matter for what I want to do. I'm still going to be, you know, whipping them down just like that. But it seems like it functions identically to Wii Sports. I can't hit the ball on that first volley. I have to let it go that way. And I've literally seen nothing happen from that front player this entire time. Oh. Didn't that bounce out? Hold on. Wait. Right there. You could totally see the yellow on that line. Are you kidding me? What is this ridiculous, nonsensical nonsense, dude? That's crazy town. No way. It would have let me... No, I didn't... There's something up with the controller. I swung the proper way, and it did not let me do what I wanted it to do. And again, this front player for the computer, totally useless. Not doing anything, you know? Just not a single thing whatsoever, you know? Okay, so clearly I gotta go this way. Back over toward here. I'm gonna let you take it. Back toward that way. Yeah, but you're not doing anything, right? There we go. I thought that would work out. Wow. That was a spicy one. That was a spicy one. All right, so Here we go. Back over here. I need to basically, you need to trip up the computer basically to go shimmy from one side to the next like that. There we go. As long as you can get that rocking and rolling, you're going to be totally fine. So if I get this, I win. And then it's on a powerhouse, which powerhouse I figure should be a bit more of a powerhouse situation here and not be great. But anyways, while I'm doing this here, great. Cool. Got my finish. This is a super quick game mode too. Jeez. There's not a break the targets in this either, which is kind of disappointing. But the only other thing that I'm doing recently or soon rather is I'm going to be going to a beach festival, basically a carnival, a local carnival in southern Rhode Island. That's a thing that I'm going to be doing. Springfest out in Westerly, Rhode Island. A buddy of mine was like, hey, you should make an appearance here. And I'm like, why? And he's like, no, you should just do it. I'm like, okay. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. And I'm going to appear there with my butt. Oh, you're actually doing something for a computer. Wow. Look at you. Appearing there with my buddy Kevin. And we're going to be having a little bit of a booth there. A little bit of that situation. And it'll be good. So if you happen to be in that... Where am I going? If you happen to be in that relative area, I am going to be over toward that way next week, basically, at the time of this recording. It might have already happened by the time you're watching, but that's okay. It's just basically a carnival. They have all sorts of booths and stuff there. One of them would be for Kevin's artwork, the illustrator for my children's book. He'll have a little setup there. I thought I could get the front person to move there, or front computer, I should say, because that's basically what that is here. And really, just a little late, as it said right there, a little bit late. Break point here. So basically, it's just me who's messing up royally. And how did I not secure that win right there? That whatever. There we go. Uh-huh. And out. Beautiful. So in that situation, if I went for it, I would have been doing myself a disservice because it would have basically been just not a situation I wanted to be part of. I would have let them had a chance to recoup the points when I didn't want them to. There we go, and you're out. So cool. In those situations, if they're about to hit it out, you don't want to allow them to get a chance to bounce it back, you know? There we go. Back over here. All right. There we go. Over toward here. Uh-huh. And then just spiking it just like that. Beautiful. So now this is where it's... I don't like this. Basically, you have to get a 2-point advantage. And I really, really remember as a kid being in a situation where... Ooh, that was very spicy. And you're out. Cool. Being in a situation going back and forth for like forever. Because I just couldn't break up what they were trying to do, you know? So I don't like these situations at all. It gets very tedious, potentially. Hopefully that does not happen here. Hopefully not. There we go. Come on. Back over toward here. This is the only game I'm breaking a sweat on so far. All right. So that's great. Good. Back over here. Yep. Come on. I got to let you do this for a little bit here. Okay. It's just about timing. That's all it's about. There we go. And then just like that. Beautiful. So even though it landed in front of him, that person could have snagged that there, but not playing up to snuff. So that's fine. Now, if I win this one, we're actually not good. I need to win 2, I think, basically. Nope, that's not what I wanted. I tried to... For some reason, it wouldn't allow me to do that. So yes, I'm going to Springfest, and I don't assume it's going to be it's not a big thing. It's just basically kind of almost like a weekend away, kind of, but I am making an appearance there, hanging out, doing whatever. I don't think they're paying me. That'd be kind of baller to show up at a local carnival and then they pay me to be there. I don't think that's happening. I do have a hotel though, so I get to stay nearby, so I'm not commuting multiple times to go to southern Rhode Island, back and forth from the North Shore of Boston, so that's great. Very much so enjoy that. Yep. That's not what I wanted them to do, but all right. Yep. Okay. Ooh. Come on. Been in this situation several thousand times before. Let's go. And if I did hit the ball with the me character up front, it would basically be a penalty. And I get one chance to retry it. But clearly, not going to matter there. So best of 5. So ideally, this doesn't go to 7. If this went to 7, I think that'd be a big problem. Got to be a little bit more up to par than that, you know? There we go. Back over toward here. Yep. That's what I'm looking for. How did that not register? There we go. No, hold on. You saw. I tried right there. It didn't let me. And basically, how I'm getting this serve right here is basically all down to timing. That's all it really is. So by me doing the serve at the exact height, the exact tippity top height, then it's working out for me that much better. So let's do this. Okay. Back over here. I need to not aim right in the center. That was spicy. All right. No. No. Come on. Come on. There we go. Back up. It might require a little bit of focus here. So if I don't have anything constructive to say, you're just going to have to bear with me as I figure out what I need to do. You know what I mean? There we go. I gotta trend you over to the other side if I can. And then that prompted me to go to the wrong side. Okay, wrong side. I want to approach this from the left side if I possibly can every single time. So there we go. I should not have succeeded in that one at all. Okay. No. It didn't register my movements as I wanted it to. So it's not even difficult. It's just me taking a matter of time before I mess up the pattern. Essentially, that's all that is, you know? Oh my goodness. That should not have succeeded in that way. Wow. That's a good one. Spicy. Okay. They might win. But again, there's not a lot, like... The fact that I can't control my player is really the detriment in this one, too. And it makes it very similar to badminton, except that you get to use 2 players. Which, you know... I mean, in volleyball, you can't use 2 players, right? It's just kind of whatever. I want to fling this more over. Nope. There we go. Nope. There we go. That's not what I wanted to do. I don't even know what I want my character to do. I just know that I don't want it to do that, you know? You ever get that feeling? You ever get the feeling that you don't want to do the thing, but you know that's the only thing you can do because you don't know any better? That's basically what the computer is like in this game. It doesn't have a sense of where it's going, what it's doing, or why it's doing it, but it's all it knows. So it's like, that's how it's going to be, you know? So I'm trying to hit this early. Like, I wanted to go for it on that side, but clearly was not in the cards. Where am I going in life? And for some reason, it messes up on that one. Okay, sure. Okay. But at least I scored a point for the first time in a decade. You know? Oh my goodness, I did not mean to do that. That's for sure. All right. I need to use... Yep. Go over here. No! That's not what I wanted. That's not... Again, I just don't know what I want. I need to figure out who I am and what I want in life. And I feel like that would solve the overwhelming vast majority of all of my issues, just like that one, because I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, and now I'm starting to sweat. I can feel the pores in my body open up with the sweat glands. I need to not be sweating at 11:30 at night, which I'm not going to do because I'm already losing the battle and lost the game. So that's cool. So at least I scored 1. So clearly it's the flick of the wrist. You know, it's because I have carpal tunnel. That's why. It's because I'm everything is all tense. I'm a tense man. I feel very stressed, and the stress finally got to me. And yeah. So that was Powerhouse difficulty, best of 5. So the way that I'm going to do this from now on, I'm going to play bowling online. If I can play soccer online, I will. Bowling and soccer are the 2 best ones of this entire game. If they expounded, if they elaborated on these 2, totally fine. Baseball is missing. A couple other ones are missing. But you can see right here, right? There's buildings. And they're like, all right, each building is a thing. There's building in the middle, building on the right, building on the right. Don't do anything right now. So hopefully eventually they add these more into the thing. E3 2022, they're probably going to do, or rather the direct update, whatever. They're going to add more, hopefully. So I'm going to go back into bowling. Bowling online, soccer online. 1, 2, and 3 are basically the same sport. So I'm not bothering with those. Maybe Chambara once. We'll see. But I'm going to play more Nintendo Switch sports. I'm not done yet. I'll see you in the next one, all right? Bye.